Greetings and welcome back to my Animal Crossing Legacy Challenge in Sims 4 featuring the island of Sulani from the Island Living Pack. We're now on episode 6 with generations 1 and 2 going strong. Generation 2, our jock villager, is Dom, and he is now a child. He's also enrolled in Scouts, so he's working towards Scout badges along with a childhood aspiration for the motor skill, which I think is called Rambunctious Scamp. Since he is a jock, he's very active, and one of his traits is the active trait. So he just does all kinds of stuff, but he's been a really easygoing kid so far. Very energetic, very active, but also just gets along well with his parents. And he just completed the Rambunctious Scamp milestone because typing on the computer works his motor skills. So now he's working on his fitness badge for his scouting board, or his scout activity, I should say. The scouts meet on the weekends, and then during the week he goes to school. And that little symbol, that little circle that just popped up showed that he is making progress towards one of his scout badges, while Hazel rocks the computer dance moves, the robot dance moves, I mean. Here he is fishing, another skill that he's working on, and helps him level up on the mental skill, level 4. And meanwhile, Muffy is also working on her aspiration, which is the beach life aspiration, and this is the last thing she has to do. All she had to do was fall asleep and while sitting outside on a lounge chair or a raft. And so we decided to change her aspiration. She wants to build up a large collection of money to pass along to her children and grandchildren and their children for this generation challenge. Since there are 8 generations and she's generation 1, she wants to leave that legacy. Meanwhile, Dom is more concerned with just doing his homework and earning his scout badges. And the neighbors are stopped by again the next day with some food. So this is a good chance for Dom to get to know some more people. Oh, and look who's here. It is the mysterious and often not prone to coming to say hi, third Able sister, Label Able, or as she prefers to be called, La Belle. She's a little pretentious. She's also very stylish. She has a great fashion sense, and she is an up-and-coming fashion designer, which she reminds people of quite often. So she actually made an appearance during one of our extra food neighbor gatherings. So that's cool. And they're all just chatting. I have no idea who this blonde guy is. He just auto-populated, I think. So I'll be fixing that. Oh, poor Dom. He just got back from his scouts meeting, and it looks like he peed his pants. Oh no, poor baby. Yeah, it's okay, Dom. Hopefully nobody noticed, but we'll get your uniform, your scout uniform, washed up right away. And he's talking to his new neighbors, getting to know them better, including La Belle. It looks like he's going to enthuse about candy. Ooh, he reached level 4 of the social skill. And he's telling jokes now, little jokester, impishly pestering his buddy, Pascal. Oh, he completed the chatterbox of the social aspiration. And that's his new aspiration, is to be a social butterfly, since he completed the motor rambunctious scamp aspiration. He's now setting himself up basically to be Mr. Popular in high school, to be a jock and social. pretty much the opposite of what I was like in high school. Oh, look at this. Muffy likes metal music. Yeah, that fits. That tracks for you, Muffy. I can see that. The evening is winding down as the neighbors are heading home after sharing their food, or most of them are heading home, not all of them. But Dom is still working on that badge and dancing away. And after the neighbors head out, Muffy and Hazel join him in dancing, which is pretty cute. It's a fun family moment. And a hip bump. He gives his mom a hip bump. And the next day, to help with his social butterfly aspiration, they go visit the Nook household, where we have Timmy and Tommy here and their pet raccoon, for Dom to get to know them better and become friends. So he decides to go over and give them a pep talk. Well, he's from afar. For some reason, they don't always stand together when they're talking, which is interesting. Oh, but he earned one of his scout badges just now. So that's cool. Little overachiever. And reached level 7 of the social skill. He's doing another hip bump. And getting to know the Nook brothers.
For my grump. Spanolindo.
But Dom asked to get a selfie, which is a great way to build friendship too. If you want to build friendship with another sim, ask to get a selfie together and take photos using your phone. So now he's at level 8 of the social skill. And decided to try to build a friendship with their pet raccoon too, but that raccoon's not so sure about him. His name's Tanuki. So Tanuki is actually considered a cat. He has all of the animations of a cat, but he looks like a raccoon, and that you can play with him like he's a cat, so it's kind of cute. Look at that, he's already at level 9 of the social skill, so just one more to go until he's maxed out his social abilities. And while Dom's getting to know his new friends better, Muffy decided to go snorkeling. And she met a couple of kids that live on the island that could also be friends with Dom to invite over sometime. And also a new friend of another species. Look at this cute dolphin. And as Muffy found out, she wanted to play with the dolphin, but when she clicked on it, it said, this dolphin is deciding whether or not it likes you. So dolphin's not so sure yet. I thought that was really cute. And nearby, she found a boat to go fishing from. See if she can collect more treasure as she fishes to donate to the museum. Looks like she caught some trash instead. Back home, Dom continues dancing. He is just a dance machine. Instead of joining the football team, he might need to be a yell leader because he loves to dance. But he has another badge to collect. So we're going to take a look at the board in the morning after he goes to sleep and see what badges he's earned. Oh, look at that. He already has 3 badges. That's amazing. The Keep Fit badge, Scholarly Aptitude, and Social Ability. So let's have him collect those 3. Oh, look, and he's promoted to a Griffin Scout. Yes, good job. Promoted again to a Unicorn Scout. So I wonder if he gets promoted after every badge or if it's just at first it's after every badge. We'll see, because he's going to keep working. Oh, and yes, he likes fitness. What a rush. The boost of adrenaline is making Dom decide he likes fitness. So That's good. He should like fitness because he's going to be our jock. And he's off to school. And when he got back from school that night, he had a project to work on, which is a volcano project. Very fitting for someone who lives on Sulani. And Muffy came down to help him with his school project, while Hazel obsesses with her soccer ball in the background. And he's leveled up to level 6 of the mental skill. Excellent. Yeah, Hazel's, the Sims get obsessed with different objects. Like, the basketball goal can be really annoying with some Sims. They'll just play it constantly. Little balls of clay sometimes. I think that's been fixed, but the soccer ball seems to be Hazel's go-to. So that's all right. But they did complete the project, and now we're seeing what it looks like. Oh, that's fun. So that helps boost Dom's grades when he completes a project. And he has another badge to collect too the next morning. The civic responsibility badge, I think is what it's called. Yes, civic responsibility. So now the good deeds badge, he's more than halfway there towards that one. So we're going to have him do that, like taking out the trash, making someone laugh, helping someone with their homework. Outdoor adventurer is doing things like fishing and finding frogs. So that's one he should be able to work on pretty easily here, living on the island. And later that day, Muffy is at work, Dom's at school, and Hazel's just hanging out at the house. Oh, there's that ball of clay obsession with Mabel Abel, just sculpting clay right outside our house for some reason. And Muffy was about to start talking to Mabel about her concerns, and then who calls but KK Slider to see if, or not Muffy, but see if Hazel wants to come hang out with him at the GeekCon festival. So Hazel decides that she's going to go check this out in the big city. She kind of misses having the activities that came with living in a city. So this worked out well for KK to invite her. And she decided to participate in the hacking contest and see how she does, even though she's really doesn't have any computer programming skills that I know of. Maybe she has a little bit. And Isabel is there, of course. Of course. So Hazel decides to make a joke about pie. Very GeekCon nerd type of joke to make. And what else does she decide to do? Argue about how you pronounce GIF or GIF. I really don't care how it's pronounced, quite frankly. But some people care a lot. Like, a lot. And they're just chatting away while they're both participating in this hacking contest. Meanwhile, there's people working on building a rocket ship, it looks like. I'm not sure when this contest is over, but she keeps stopping to chat with Isabel, so not sure if she'll even finish it on time. We'll see. Oh, it looks like she did. Okay, great. She finished that, and Isabel changed into a Princess Leia costume, which is just peak Isabel right here. I love it. Look at those cinnamon buns in her hair. And later that night, Hazel decides to go to the nearby karaoke bar and kind of talk to Isabel a little bit about some stuff that's been weighing on her mind, like maybe she got married too quickly and too young and didn't really get a chance to get to know herself and explore what she wants. Meanwhile, she's getting to know some new people, including a KK fan, it looks like. And she has a sexy pose as one of her options. So she's feeling flirty. As a romantic sim, that tends to happen. She's just testing the waters without actually doing anything beyond flirting. Just seeing how she likes it, if maybe that's for her. And she decides to join the karaoke contest. Now, I can't play the song she sings because it will probably get flagged for copyright. I think it's based on like actual songs. But she did a good job. And in both the karaoke contest and the earlier hacking contest, she won first place in both of those somehow. So she had some prizes to take home with her. But before the night's over, she noticed this cute girl was watching her sing and wanted to introduce herself. And she did an enchanting introduction, which is an option if you are a romantic sim at a certain level of charisma, I believe. I don't know if you even have to be a romantic sim. I think maybe it's just a charisma option. I'm not quite sure. But what's kind of awkward is that a lot of her neighbors are here, including the Able sisters and one of the Dodo brothers. And they're watching her flirt with someone who is not Muffy. So, okay, that's something you should probably go home and talk to Muffy about, Hazel. Meanwhile, Muffy is working towards earning more money, working on her career, and decided to commune with the Sulani elementals because she has the Child of the Islands trait. Now, as she found out, one of the things you can do is ask for judgment. So she goes and introduces herself to them. And when she asks for judgment, they tell her she is not doing a good job being connected to the island. So that's something she needs to work on. While Muffy's pulling an all-nighter communing with the Sulani elementals, Dom gets up early before school and decides he's going to work on his creativity skill by doing some fall crafts, even though it's summer. Or no, it is fall now, actually. He reached level 5 of the creativity skill and has completed his craft and got a little closer towards earning a scout badge. And while Dom's at school, Hazel gets up the courage to have a heart-to-heart with Muffy about some of the things she's been thinking about and wondering if maybe she got married too young. And now she's feeling like she's not sure what to do. So they decided she should talk to a counselor about it. And ultimately, if a friendly separation is what's best for Hazel, then Muffy supports her as long as she's still a part of her and Dom's life. She doesn't want Hazel to not be around for Dom. But whatever that looks like, Muffy is willing to make sure that there's something that will work well, even though it's not what she would prefer, of course. But you can't force it if someone's not feeling it. Later that night, Hazel talks to Dom about how she might be moving once he goes to high school, but he can come live with her part of the time and live with Muffy the rest of the time, and that she'll still be around. And Dom's just kind of like, okay. Not sure what to think, but all in all, he seems okay with not knowing quite what's going to happen next. But he is about to age up into a teenager. So Muffy and Hazel decided they should have a birthday party for him. And, oh, he just earned another scout badge. And before he starts high school, they are going to move to a new lot in Sulani that has better access to fishing for him. And oh, he got promoted to a Pegasus Scout. Good job, Dom. And Hazel will then move to her own house at that time. So this is kind of their last hurrah on this part of the island. In this neighborhood, they'll be moving to a new area. Muffy decides that she should invite their friends and have everyone there to celebrate Dom becoming a teenager and getting ready to go to high school soon. Man, he grew up really fast, didn't he? That's how The Sims goes, though. So here's his birthday cake. And just like that, Dom is a teenager, and we get to pick another trait for him. So for the jock generation, active trait and bro trait. So now he's a bro too. And the bodybuilder aspiration are what we choose. However, the new high school pack that is coming out at the end of this month, and he will be going to high school as part of that, has new aspirations for the teen years. So we'll pick one of those aspirations for his teen years and then go back to the bodybuilder aspiration once he's a young adult. Oh my goodness. At the birthday party, Tom Nook and I think it's Orville Dodo got into a brawl. You two. This is not setting a good example for our new teen Dom. Looks like Tom got his ass kicked by Wilbur or Orville. I still can't tell you two apart. Sorry, boys. But, yeah, that was interesting. Too much kava, perhaps. And now here's Dom, our teenager, and he still loves dancing. He reached level 2 of the fitness skill, and he's just enjoying his last weekend here on this part of the island. They'll be moving back to the original lot that Muffy was on when she first got here. So here's their little house and a quick montage of me decorating it.